Shabbat Shalom. People in America are getting smaller. They're shrinking. And people in China and Korea, where Kim Jong-un lives, are getting bigger. Fact. Why is that? Because of idolatry. America is full of Catholics now, and Catholic churches and Virgin Marys and the Queens of Heavens and all shit like that, and they're getting weaker. The country is getting overrun and it's losing its power. China has no idolatry. The people are getting bigger and stronger. It's getting more powerful. And so is Korea. The people in Korea are getting bigger because there's no idolatry. So when the Romans first came here, we were as tall as Roman spears, and they were 5'2", and that was tall for a Roman. So what's happening? It's simple. Idolatry is killing us, and the evidence is everywhere, but people are fucking ignoring it. As a matter of fact, we're supposed to live for hundreds and thousands of years, but idolatry is killing us. So the Romans were 5'2" when they were mad into all the Roman idolatry. That went over thousands of years, and they shrunk down to fucking midgets, leprechauns, little small fuckers, rat people. Yeah. Now, the average Irish people are tiny compared to what they used to be, but compared to what they used to be a couple of generations ago, they're huge. Because Irish people were small, very small, because they all went to church. They all went into the stone temple of the Archons and helped to feed their system, which is nothing more than like a computer virus attaching itself to the earth and affecting the normal running of everything. Because we have the gross darkness of their people will cover the earth. Why is Catholicism their people? Well, Catholicism has democracy. They have to vote for the Pope. And Athena, Dana, Anna, the goddess, the queen of heaven, Lilith, the one that kills the babies in infant cot, that she's behind it. So everybody's getting smaller from that has idolatry in their country, and everyone's getting bigger that hasn't got idolatry in their country. So prior to the influx of Mexicans, Catholic Mexicans and Irish in America, there was Protestant, and a lot of the churches were little small wooden things in the Bible Belt. They don't do you any harm whatsoever, unless it has an idol carved inside it, a little wooden meeting prayer house. But you have these big stone things, like big scabs, ugly looking fucking monstrosities, that big dirty black horrible things all over Ireland, sucking your vapour. When you walk past them you cough. I watch people coughing when they walk up, when they get near to a church, like I done it myself, that's how I clocked it. That's what made me think, why am I always coughing? I never cough. But when I was walking past churches, I started to cough phlegm up, and I was thinking, what the fuck is that happening? And then I look at the churches, there's all this black stuff caked all over them. And then I read the Bible, it says man is but a little vapour that passeth away in time. So basically the American people are under siege from the Catholic Church, because the Vatican works in generations. One pope moves to the next, but they have an agenda, and that agenda is usually something linked to the occult, meetings in dark rooms and stuff that we don't ever know about. So the Jesuit general said, not only do I control Paris, France from this office, but Beijing, China. And speaking of Paris, France, since the French have brought the idols and the obelisks from Egypt into France, the French have not won a war, and all their territories have disappeared. The Most High says in the Bible, you shall not sojourn in Egypt. shall not return there. Nothing to do with Egypt. He said, I have led you out of Egypt. Do not return. So when Napoleon returned, that's when he fucked himself. And then he brought the obelisks, which are all idolatry. So you people do my fucking nothing. And that's the truth of it. You wreck my head, because you all know that you're supposed to get wings. You all know that you're supposed to get an adamant harder than flint, and still you do nothing. Anyway, human rights. Let's fucking talk about human rights. This is something which I heard stuff about, but they don't exist for me. If you look at me, I'm missing teeth. I have scars all over my head, my face, broken bones. The only one of my human rights that hasn't been violated on these islands here, and it's not for want of trying, the only one that hasn't been violated is the one where they kill me. That's against my human rights. But there's been a couple of attempts, over and over again. I hear all dead people. It must be dead people. They must be only afforded to the dead people. They're not afforded to the Lord's inheritance, because we're new creatures in Christ. So, human rights, they don't exist in my world. I heard of them, but they don't exist. And the proof of it would be an X-ray that would prove that I don't have any human rights. And the proof would be that prior to having these broken bones, I didn't have any broken bones, but when I came out of the police station, I did. These broken bones and stuff all happened under the watchful gaze of the Human Rights Commission. So I hear all these people coming up, and I did hear lots of stuff about human rights when I was incarcerated in prison on remand. I spent 4 years on remand in custody and then released, and 6 months for this, but I was charged with about 10 charges, so one of them would stick to you. So when I was in prison, I hear all of these foreigners, invading armies from abroad, hundreds and thousands of foreigners coming up here, and all of them mention human rights, and I hear all these stories, and I was thinking, that doesn't apply to me. I've been basically abused thousands of times. As a matter of fact, I've been beaten from the time I was a child in school till recently, the last attempt on my life by the state, or affiliates of the state. Only the state tried to kill me, tried to throw me down the stairs in jail a while ago because I was preaching the Bible. That happened up in Clover Hill. I need 7 screws jumped on me. First screw tried to push me backwards down the stairs, but luckily I was blessed and strong enough to fend them off, so they didn't get to throw me down the stairs backwards. Luckily there was a cage behind me and I got me back up against it, but that's another story. Human rights, I do away with them. They don't exist for me anyway, so they never did. I've never had any rights that were afforded to other people. When they decided they were going to break me up, they broke me up. When they decided they were going to stitch me up, they stitched me up. When they decided they were going to rob me, they robbed me. When they decided